Hi there, it's Steve Dennis here from Fitness Flex Boot Camps. Welcome to my third video in the series named Why Can't I Lose Weight? Today in the third video I'm just going to talk about the power of the mind and how to look after your brain. Or rather, in this video, which is video one of the two-part video on the brain, this is going to be about how to look after your brain. Part two will be about the power of the mind. So firstly, the first thing we need to realize is that the brain, the most complex organ and piece of equipment in the whole entire universe, is made up of 80% water. So first thing that what we should do every single day is drink 1 or even 2 glasses of water, and that just covers the body's natural rate of dehydration. So when we're breathing, we're keeping the lungs moist, and we are just losing a lot of water just through breathing throughout the night. And now dehydration can impair your brain and your thoughts quite a lot. And just remember, it's your brain in the end of the day that decides what you're going to eat. If you're going to eat healthily, or your brain decides if you're going to train at boot camp or at the gym. So if you've got a slow brain, you're probably going to eat junk food and you're not going to feel like doing any exercise. So water, looking after your brain. Next up we have stress and cortisol. Now stress literally kills your brain cells, and they can be gone forever, just like your memory. So don't stress. I always say don't get stressed over the little things. I know it's easier said than done. Just ask yourself, is it going to matter 10 years from now? If it's not, then it's not really worth getting stressed and losing your brain cells over it. Number 3, mobile phones. Now, we are all stuck most of the time with mobile phones stuck to the side of our head, sometimes for hours. Have you ever had the earache where you've been holding the phone to your head for so long? I know I have. But there's studies that prove a massive increase in risk of having brain tumours in the right hand side of your head for mobile phone users. And the mobile phone industry is a $3 trillion industry. So these sort of findings don't come out to us very often. They're pretty much hidden from us. But basically, just try to use your headphones if you can. Use the hands-free, or put the phone on speaker. Try to keep it away from your head. Next up, caffeine. We all like to drink lots of caffeine, and caffeine can constrict your brain blood cells by up to 30%, which is going to slow your brain down again, which is not what we want. So if you are addicted to caffeine, you're drinking like 8 or more cups of coffee a day, try to go decaffeinated. That's what I do now. I drink decaf. If you can go 12 days without caffeine, then you should be able to cure your addiction from it, and that should help out. Try it and see what happens. Next up, number 5 is aspartame. Now, in our coffees we like to have sweetener, which is aspartame. Now that has been linked to epilepsy and dementia. Obviously not good. So what we try to do now is, what we use instead is something called stevia, which is it's a sweetener, but it's a natural sweetener. It comes from the bark of a tree. It's not chemicals. Natural. I think there's one called Truvia you can get, or try to get natural stevia if you can. It's a bit more bitter than sugar and sweet and aspartame. So try stevia and see if you can get away from aspartame. Obviously, the next one up is sugar. Sugar is bad for you. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine. And that's why some people that are out there giving you advice are still telling you that sugar is good for you and not bad, because they're probably addicted to it and they're in denial. But there's no denying that sugar is very much linked to brain inflammation, Alzheimer's, dementia. Too much sugar, processed sugar, is not good for your brain. You don't want to end up with dementia. For me, I stick to berries unless I'm training really hard. If I'm training for an endurance event, then I might have something like potatoes or rice, and that's obviously that carbs turns to sugar. But I do not have sugar, and try not to have sweets and donuts and junk food as much as possible. 7, next up, is alcohol. We should know this. Alcohol is not good for us. Alcohol leads to brain shrinkage and dementia and Alzheimer's. To battle this, we should try to have omega-3. Now, omega-3 oils are anti-inflammatory to stop the inflammation in your brain caused by alcohol and other things. And omega-3 is found in fish, wild fish, if we can get that, will be good. Walnuts, flaxseed, hemp oil, and grass-fed beef and grass-fed butter like Kerrygold. What you don't want to be taking or eating too much of is omega-6, which is inflammatory or pro-inflammatory. Omega-6 oil is found in vegetable oils, processed food, margarine. So believe it or not, your flora, stenol is not good for you. Omega-6 is linked to cell inflammation, Alzheimer's, and even strokes. So high omega-3, low omega-6. Next up, number 9, we need to look after our gut health. Our gut and our brain are very much linked together. So if we've got a bad gut, we will have a bad brain. A lot of people out there are allergic to wheat or gluten, and a lot of people out there are allergic to dairy or the casein. Not everybody is, but some people are. So if you're worried about that, then ask your doctor to get checked up and see how it is. And then if you need to avoid bread, I avoid bread anyway. One thing I do take for my stomach, for my gut health, is L-glutamine. It's the most abundant amino acid that's used in the body, and it's the only amino acid that's used for energy inside the gut. L-glutamine. I'll do another video, a whole video on that another day. Number 10, obviously it goes without saying, exercise is good for your brain. It helps to produce the happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin and endorphins, and it helps to relieve stress. Going back to the second page, get rid of stress, do exercise, and bring in the happy hormones instead. And leading on from that, number 11 would say is positive thinking. Don't allow negativity into your thoughts. So I would say, be positive. Imagine that you can be a healthy person. Imagine you can eat healthy food. Imagine you can do exercise. Imagine you can be a happy person. Don't let negativity into your thoughts, because that's never going to help. So just to recap at the end of that video, is to help how to look after your brain is to drink water, lots of water, 2 glasses every single morning, 30 minutes of exercise every day, high amounts of omega-3, which you're going to get from fish and grass-fed beef. If you can't eat fish and that, then you need to get some omega-3 tablets, but it's better off to get it from food. Avoid sugar and processed sugar. Cut down on alcohol. Take L-glutamine for your gut health. Cut back on caffeine, or go caffeine free for 12 days if you can, and get the mobile phone away from your head. Use your headphones, your Bluetooth headset, or put it on a speakerphone. And lads, don't keep the phone down in your pockets down there. All them waves going through down there. It's not going to be good for you either. So thanks for watching that video number 3. The next video, as I said, will be about Power of the Mind, which will be about a book called The Chimp Paradox, and about mind control, how to help yourself eating to make better decisions on eating and exercising. So thanks for watching. If you want to find out more, head over to my Facebook page, Basingstoke Diet Group, or go to my blog and my website, which is www.fitnessflex.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.